That being said, here comes some of the advanced tech. Like I mentioned, you have the little air flickers to kind of straighten the air, combine these with the rolls, and you're basically just Star-Lord. You're dancing among the stars, so to speak. That being said, I'd say there's one more real trick up the sleeve, and that is the bunny hop. Wanna hold your momentum by... Hey, what's going on, guys? I know it's a little late. You know,
it's
like
an endless universe.
2 seasons, kind of late.
I keep finding the worst
I thought I'd throw my
Here they come.
I thought I'd throw my personal movement guide out for you guys, just so you guys could get a feel for the character. People wanting to pick up the character for the first time, what to expect, and just, you know, how to have fun. So first things first, you get the shift. Got a little air movement, you know, as you can see, the muscle memory is just kind of kicking in itself, doing little flickers to try to get the maximum velocity out of it. Whether you want to go straight up by shifting left and right to try to get a lot of verticality, or tap bursting to get a lot of horizontal movement. There's many different ways to do it. As you can see, you have the little bar on the right. That's your little fuel. You want to try to manage that as best as possible. Typically, what I like to think is, if you're starting a team fight or an engage, you wanna have full boost and try to save at least half of it in case you either go in on a last-minute kill or back out last minute and it's like, you know, someone dies and you guys want to try to get a full reset. Other than that, you have his right click. You have 2 of them. I think it's like a 7-second timer or something like that. And it charges pretty fast. It actually has a dual property to it. So in case you didn't know, right click stores all the ammo in your guns, so you don't have to get and reload. Super helpful. Also, the best part about it. Oh shit! Here we go. His right click gives you visibility frames. As you can see, I get that little yellow bar underneath. And it does like a shield indicator, at least for the enemy. They'll hear it when they shoot you, and essentially, you're invincible during that frame, which means a skilled Star-Lord player can just about dodge every single ult in the video game. I would say there's a few exceptions, but it all just comes down to timing. You get that right click down, typically like 1.5 seconds into an ult, excuse me, you should be able to master it. Finally, what some like to call the mini Death Blossom, his Blaster Barrage, we'll just call it mini Death Blossom for now. It shoots an AoE in all directions of you. You want to really take advantage of that, especially when flying around. It does a really decent amount of damage, as you saw right here, basically making enemies one shot if left unchecked. A lot of times you're going to be asking for a mag bubble. You're going to go in on an engage, load a clip, press E, back up to reload, and, you know, disengage. That's one of the main ways you can save a lot of fuel, time your reload, get a lot of damage value in, and still, you know, have resources on the off chance, you know, they have an ult, boom, right click away, say, person's low over here, someone calls it, boom, you still have another one to go on your next target.
I totally rock that.
Pop your E in case you're getting jumped. It also has a very disjointed hitbox, which can really help in a lot of situations. I can't tell you how many times I've been getting chased by like Hela, Psylocke, a Panther, a Luna Snow, and I'm running and I press E because I have no boost or I have no right clicks at the time, and it really just saves me last minute. So don't be afraid to use it as a last minute effort to dodge. It's really helpful. Finally, we have his ult. Auto tracks. You can right click during it to reload. Try to get more kills out of it. But overall, you wanna be going in, pressing E, mag dumping people, getting bubbles for your mag, refreshing your cooldowns, popping ult. Typically, the best time to pop Star-Lord's ult, if you ask me, is you want the, I like to call an ult rotation. Like, let's say they have double support, it's pretty standard. They're gonna have Loki Luna. All right, well, you want to wait for Loki to go, you want to wait for Lunar to go. And the tricky part, especially with Mag climbing up in the meta and the ranks and meta, is the fact that his ult can be used to hard counter Star-Lord. So let's say a Mag's ult you, and use both your right clicks to get away, try to secure a kill, but 90% of the time it's going to put you in a bad position. 10% of the time you might be able to get a pick, get out, you know, it can still be super helpful, but it's typically 3 to 4 ults, triple support, that you have to essentially bait out, and then when you pop it, you're pretty much guaranteed a free team wipe, as long as you do everything else correctly. That being said, here comes some of the advanced tech. Like I mentioned, you have the little air flickers to kind of strafe in the air. Combine these with the rolls, and you're basically just Star-Lord. You're dancing among the stars, so to speak. Reference from sports fans out there. So you can essentially stay in the air for a super extended amount of time, or long periods of time. That being said, I'd say there's one more real trick up the sleeve, and that is the bunny hop. You want to hold your momentum by timing your jumps. The timing is a little scarce. You probably just no, you can't hold jump. But once you get it down, you get a feel for it. It's not the hardest thing to do, but once again, you know, we're keeping these resources, managing, and a nice little roll, you know, rock and roll, as I like to say. So that being said, that's his movement guide. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoy Star-Lord, comment what your favorite thing about him is, and rock on. Stay legendary.